In this tutorial, we're going to create a front-end login widget that appears on the front end of your website. When you click on the login link, it's in a pop-up, and we're going to add 2 plugins to our site to make this happen. The site we're using is created using Brizy and Astra, and everything we're doing on this tutorial is free. If you have any questions or comments throughout this tutorial, please leave them down below. My name is Bjorn Allpass from WP Learning Lab, where we help you get better at WordPress so you can earn more for yourself, for your clients, and for your business. If you like this kind of video, make sure to click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos. And we're getting started on this one right now. This is the website we're going to work with, and this is actually a website that we build in its entirety in a previous tutorial. I've linked to that in the description down below. It's almost 2 hours long, so if you want to see how to build this entire website homepage, about page services, I walk through all that. But we're going to add a login option to this website. There's going to be a little link up here. Just add it to the menu. When someone clicks on that, it's going to show a pop-up right here, right on front, right on the home page, where we can then log in. I'm going to show you how to add registration functionality and forgot password functionality for anybody who has forgotten their password or needs to register. And this website is built using the free version of the Brizy page builder, the free version of the Astra theme, and we're going to install 2 free plugins to make this front end login work. So let's go into the dashboard and get started. First, we'll go to plugins and then add new, and we're going to look up profile builder. This is the one we want right here. This is going to generate the login form, the registration form, the forgot password form, and all we have to do is copy and paste a simple shortcode. So it's a great plugin. I have a full walkthrough of it linked to in the description down below. So if you want a full walkthrough of this plugin specifically, check that out. Click on install now and then activate. And generally when you're installing new plugins, you want to make sure you back up your site first, just in case something goes wrong. Tutorials for that in the description as well. Lots of tutorials around here. So here we have our shortcodes that we're going to use in just a minute. We have our login form shortcode. We just copy and paste this. Registration form, we just copy and paste this. And the shortcut for the forgot password form is right here, recover password. So we're going to use all of these in this tutorial. We're going to come back to this page when we're ready to add these shortcodes to our pages. Let's go to plugins and add new to get our pop-up builder. And it is conveniently called pop-up builder. Very well named. This is the one we're using in this tutorial right here. There's a lot of pop-up builders. Feel free to try others if you want to. Elementor Pro has a pop-up builder, but that requires the Pro version of Elementor, whereas what we're doing here is all free. Click on Install Now to install the pop-up builder. Then click on Activate. Now we have the 2 important plugins installed that we need. Now I'm going to go back into the Profile Builder, Basic Information, and I'm going to copy this login shortcode. Then I'm going to go to Pop-up Builder. Just going to click on the menu option here, then click on Add New. I'm going to choose HTML. These are the options you get for the free version. There's a lot more options in the paid version. But for this tutorial, all we need is the HTML. And I'm going to call this front end login. I'm going to paste my shortcode right there. I'm going to add a title. Please log in, and I will make this heading 2. Going to click on Publish, and now I'm going to scroll down. The display rules for the pop-up are down below. That's why we're going down here. So the pop-up display rules, as you can see right here, we want this pop-up to show up everywhere. And this is kind of confusing, I think. So the display rule is everywhere, and this is set to is. So that means that's true, and that's all we do. So this pop-up will be shown everywhere because this is. There's a lot of other options for display rules. As you can see in the Pro version adds even more. So everywhere is, so it shows up everywhere on the site. And pop-up events we want to have on click. And we want to use the CSS class right here. Just copy this. You can choose your own by going to custom class. You can just enter your custom class name here if you want. But I'm just going to go with the default. Doesn't really matter in this case. And if you scroll down, there's much more conditions you can unlock in the paid version. Click on Update. Now our pop-up, first stage of the pop-up is done. We've not added our Forgot Password button yet. We will in a minute. But first, let's just get this pop-up online, then we'll add to it. Let's go to our Appearance and then Menus to add the Login widget. I'm just going to add a custom link. I'm going to make this a hashtag for the URL and call it Login. Here it is right here. If you click on this down arrow, we'll be able to add CSS classes. If you don't see a CSS box here, like I don't right now, go to the very top of the page, click on Screen Options, choose CSS classes. Scroll down again, here's our CSS classes. I'm going to paste in the CSS class that we just copied from the pop-up into that box right there. So now the pop-up knows when this link is clicked, the pop-up associated with this class is what pops up. Click on Save Menu. Now if we go to the front end of the website, we now have a login link. If I click on this, we see please log in. You're currently logged in. Okay, let's go to an incognito window and then click on login. And here we have our login form. It's not the most beautiful. You can customize it a lot, but it's functional and it works, and it's really not that bad, especially for free. So we have our login functioning. I want to add in a forgot password link and a register link. To do that, let's head back into our website. I'm going to create separate pages for these because I want them to be links in the pop-up, but then they go to a dedicated page where they can then either recover their password or register an account. So let's go to the profile builder, basic information. I'm going to keep this tab open so we can just refer back to it and copy the shortcodes. And I'm going to create a new page, go to pages and then add new. In a new tab, I control-clicked or command-clicked on the add new option to create a new tab. Click on edit with Brizy, and it takes us into the Brizy page builder. And we're just going to make something really simple. I don't want to go too overboard or too extreme because all the design is really easy in these page builders, Elementor or Brizy or Divi, and you can design whatever you need to have it fit into your site. I'm just going to keep it clean and simple. So I'm going to start building the page by clicking the plus icon, and I'm going to choose a blank block. I'm going to delete the second column. I'm going to add a headline, quite simply. Drag and drop the text element, and I will call this recover your password. I'll center it, change the color to darker gray. Now I'm going to get the shortcode for the recover password form. We'll do that one first. Just copy that. Come back into the Brizy page builder. Let's add the embed widget. These are all the free elements available to you. There's quite a lot of them. Embed, drag and drop that in. Click on the widget area, click on this little plus icon, paste in our code. Click anywhere outside of it. Actually did it on its own. I'm going to click on center. Even though it doesn't center the shortcode, I'm hopeful it will center the entire thing. If not, we're going to add some spacing on the sides. But now we should have a recover password page created. Let's click on publish. We didn't give this page a name in the beginning. So let's head back out to the dashboard. Let's call this the recover password page. Click on update, and then let's take a look at it. See how it looks. Already logged in, and it's not centered. But let's look incognito. There we have a recover password form. Please enter your username and email address. You'll receive a link to create a new password via email. Just enter it there, and then you got the new password. Let's just quickly adjust the spacing and things here while we're at it. Go back into continue to edit with Brizy. Let's add some more spacing below this. Gap below, maybe like that. See if we can add some padding on the sides. Width, yeah, we can. So it's just, well, that's kind of guessing. See if we can add a % margin on the right and the left. Let's make this 30% on the right, 30% on the left. There'd be a little trial and error using this method, but I think 30% is probably pretty good. Let's save that. Come back out to our incognito mode, refresh the page. 30% was very little. We got a gap up here. And again, this is, you need to adjust this based on what fits into your look on your website. And we can add and change the spacing as we were doing just now by going through these options. Either in the gear icon, we can change the width of the element. Under more settings, we can change the padding and margin. You just need to change these options to fit your design. This is how it works right here. It's not too difficult once you know where everything is. So hopefully now you know where that stuff is and you can just update that as needed. I'm going to keep that as we have it here. And then I'm going to create the register page. Let's go back into here, get the registration form shortcode. Just copy it right now really quick. Go to pages, add new. Let's call this register now. Let's publish that. And then click on edit with Brizy. And let's do the exact same thing. Add a block, and then we'll add a headline. And this will be register today. Let's center it. Let's change the color to that darker gray. Let's add some space or gap below. And then let's add in the embed widget. And paste in our shortcode. Pretty straightforward. Let's adjust the width. We adjusted the padding and margin last time. Let's do that again. Let's make it 40% this time. And then update. And we're going to exit out of here because I think it's pretty good. We did the trial and error on the first one. Let's just take a quick look. There we go, that's pretty good. Got a registration form in here. In the profile builder, you can customize which fields are required to register. You do that by going to the profile builder. Under form fields, you see all these fields here. These are the ones that are appearing right now on this registration form, and you can customize them on this page here. So now we have our registration form. We have our password recovery form. We should update that URL. So let's go to edit page. Let's click on the title, change the URL by clicking not on the URL, by clicking on edit on the right. Let's call this recover password. Save, update, view page. Looking good. Let's delete all the pages we don't need right now. So now we have just a register now page at this URL, recover password page at this URL, and now we're going to add, let's just save this before I close it. Sometimes I make changes and don't save them. Always make sure you save your work. And now we're going to add those links to the pop-up builder. So let's go back into the pop-up builder and edit our front end pop-up, login, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to add in recover password. We're going to add a pipe character and then register. This is actually called forgot password on most websites. Let's call it forgot password. Highlight it, click on the link icon, paste in the URL for the recover password, forgot password page. Do the same thing for the register. Double click it to highlight it, click on the link, paste in the URL, click on apply, click on update. Let's come back out to our incognito website, refresh it, click on login, and here we have our login form and our forgot password link, our register link. Let's click on forgot password. Takes us to our forgot password page. Let's click on register. Takes us to a registration page. Awesome. Everything works as it should. And the nice thing about the profile builder, the reason I like it, is if you enter the wrong details for logging in, you're not redirected to the default WordPress login page. If you compare that with Elementor and how the Elementor login widget works in Elementor Pro, if you enter the wrong password details, you're sent to the default WordPress login page. So you can make this beautiful customized login page with Elementor, but if someone gets the wrong information, it goes to the default ugly WordPress login. Probably not how you want to have it. This plugin helps you get around that. Let's give you an example really quick. Just type in some random characters, click on login, and we see this error message. And a lost your password link shows up here, and there's like one down here again. And that is how we can create a front-end login form that does not redirect you to the ugly login if something goes wrong. And we add the forgot password and register links down below. And the design of these pages is not beautiful. I'll admit it, it's not the best design in the world, but the functionality is usually what's the hardest. The page builders make the design so easy these days. There's templates for a lot of this stuff. If not, you just find a login form registration page that you like and you just mimic it. You improve on it, you have your own design twist on it, but there's so many ways you can create and design these login pages. I'm not going to waste your time doing that in this tutorial because this one is just about the functionality, and that's how we do it. So that's how it works. I hope this video helps you. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And next up is watching this video up here, which shows you how to make your websites super fast using my favorite speed up plugin. I'll tell you all about it in this video. And then watch this video down here, which is the long form video where I show you how to build this site that we added the login form to. It's about 2 hours long. A lot of great information. My name is Bjorn Allpass from WP Learning Lab. Until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.